Adrian Wojnarowski returns to Bonaventure as men's basketball general manager. A look into our newest Friar here on campus.
This is a loaded quesadilla.
Looking for an affordable, tasty meal? Keeping Up with Cal has got you covered.
Many people got hurt and 4 people died.
Want to know what's happening in politics? We have the latest news. SBU-TV starts now. Hey everyone, and welcome to our first SBU-TV newscast of the semester. I'm Sydney Labieski, and it's glad to be back. And the show is looking a little different this year, but let's get into it. And first up, on Wednesday, ESPN senior NBA insider Adrian Wojnarowski retired from his position to accept the role of general manager for the St. Bonaventure men's basketball team.
Had such an enormous impact on the industry, so many people in the industry. He is a legend. He is the greatest basketball reporter who ever was, and I personally am so sad to see him leave.
And in his new role, Wojnarowski will handle tasks including NIL, the transfer portal, recruiting, and program fundraising. And maybe you've seen a new Friar around campus cruising on his skateboard. This week, our Anthony Da Silva brought with St. Bonaventure's newest Friar, Brother Tito.
This is St. Bonaventure's newest Friar, Roberto Serrano, but he is more commonly known as Brother Tito. Brother Tito wanted to become a friar because he was inspired by the way St. Francis lived his life.
I was really drawn to that sense of service, that sense of radical simplicity, and making himself lesser so that he could elevate others.
And before joining the Friars, Brother Tito was working on a bachelor's degree in philosophy, but never had a chance to finish his education. But after looking at where his life was going and how the ministry was changing, Brother Tito decided to finish his education here at St. Bonaventure with permission from the province.
And then also take advantage of that to learn some new skills to prepare me for my next ministry assignment. And I'm really interested in social media and marketing and trying to get the story of the Friars out there through those platforms. And I asked if I could study that here, and they said yes.
But Brother Tito is not recognized because of his status as a student, but rather his colorful personality he brings as a Franciscan friar.
I'm kind of flashy, right? When I was a kid, I was very reserved, very quiet, very shy. But I always wanted to be more extroverted, more social. I wanted to encounter people and be unafraid to talk to them and engage with them. And so my shyness was sort of how I was hiding. And I decided in my teen years, I don't want to do that anymore. I don't want to hide. I really want to showcase my personality.
And he continues that today, enjoying many activities that most people would not expect from a friar.
I wear baseball hats. I skateboard around because that's what I've always done. You know, I watch anime because I like anime. So, you know, I've just tried to continue to be my authentic self, continue to be the person that is willing to engage and encounter anyone while being a friar.
And a new interest Brother Tito has found is creating digital content, especially from the storytelling aspect.
I realized that there was a creative outlet there for me that I could engage with people, tell them my story, engage in storytelling, but also engage in sort of the truth of my life.
The truth is, Brother Tito is as normal as you and I. He's just a friar.
I think people are really interested in me because I'm a friar who's into all these normal things. But if I wasn't a friar, these would just be normal things. You know, I'm really glad that people think that I'm cool. You know, I've only waited 37 years to be cool.
From SBU-TV, I'm Anthony Da Silva.
And Brother Tito will only be here for a year, as he will leave Bonaventure once he graduates, but he will still be a part of the SBU community, pursuing his master's degree in digital marketing. And coming up, our very own Cal Reddington grills up a quesadilla creation with an SBU student.
Jordan Jordan knows he shouldn't eat this entire bowl of nachos, but tonight he's earned that right, because a few hours ago in the middle of happy hour, he recognized a sign, not from the gods or a bolt of lightning, but from a double heart, a kissy face, and a fourth ha in ha ha ha. That's when Jordan knew he was buzzed. So when it was time to go, he got a ride home instead of driving. Be a legend like Jordan. Recognize your buzzed warning signs and get a ride home. Buzz driving is drunk driving.
And welcome back to
What's going on?
SBU-TV, and we have a new segment for you called Keeping Up with Cal. This is a new piece for SBU-TV, which showcases a different part of Bonaventure's campus every week. This episode's theme is cooking. Let's check in to see what Cal did this week.
What's going on, guys? It's Cal from SBU-TV. Welcome to the first episode of Keeping Up with Cal. Today we're going to meet Katie inside and cook a college dinner. Yo! What's up? Can we come in?
Yeah, come on in.
What are we cooking today?
Today we're making buffalo chicken quesadillas.
Nice. All right, tell us a little about yourself.
So my name's Katie. I'm a junior strategic communications major with a minor in marketing. I'm from Buffalo, New York. Go Bills. Fun fact about me, I was on O team this summer with Cal, so now we're best friends.
Hey! All right, we got our aprons on. Now it's time to cook.
Hey guys, I'm gonna show you what ingredients we're gonna use to cook tonight. First, we have our cheese. This is key. Mexican style is the best. Some flour tortillas, of course. Our rice, which was picked up by Cal. Jalapenos, of course. The spicier, the better. Some colored bell peppers, and some queso to top it off.
So I know you're very involved on campus. Tell us about some of the clubs that you're involved in.
Yeah, so my favorite stuff is always representing Bonaventure. So I'm a peer coach and a student ambassador, so I give a pretty good tour if you guys ever want to request me to be your tour guide. I'm also involved with a lot of other things involving like peer mentoring, like I said, peer coach, and I'm also involved with her campus, SBU, do a lot of writing. Also involved in AMA, which is American Marketing Association. And now a look into my spice cabinet. Definitely gonna amp up the paprika here.
So how are you enjoying living in a townhouse on this side of campus?
I absolutely love it. I mean, we all get our own bedroom, we have a living room and a kitchen now. And I mean, I've basically lived in every building on campus, especially being on O team, so this is by far my favorite.
This is a loaded quesadilla. Cheers.
Cheers! And that's how you make a buffalo chicken quesadilla.
Thanks for joining us. We'll see you next week.
And wow, that quesadilla looked delicious. Can't wait to see what Cal does next week. And you want an easy rundown of everything that's happening with U.S. politics? Stay tuned because Politics Roundup is after this break.
The challenges our planet's animals are facing sometimes feel a bit heavy.
The animals haven't eaten in a day, 2 days, they haven't drank anything, they're cold, they're dehydrated.
But remember, there's good happening right now. At home.
All right, we were able to get into your unit and we have all 4 of your cats. So,
Okay. And around the world for any animal, any disaster. Search ifa.org/disaster ready.
I don't remember how it started.
go to that.
Our back and forth. It always came back.
Dad!
You probably don't remember what you told me,
That was perfect.
but I heard every word.
Welcome back to SBU-TV. We know following politics is hard, so we have a one-stop shop for all of your political news. Let's get into it.
Many people got hurt and 4 people died.
Georgia elementary students rally at the state capitol, urging lawmakers to address gun violence following the deadly school shooting just weeks ago. 11-year-old Autumn Humphreys said to Senate members, "We are the next generation. You're acting like you don't care." New York Times has deemed this incident the modern-day Trojan horse, after Israel manufactured explosive pagers that killed 37 people and injured nearly 3,000.
The people around him.
After 2 assassination attempts on former President Trump, security measures will be, quote, tightened, meaning that future rally-goers can expect a more controlled environment with restricted access and even increased surveillance. U.S. intelligence officials said Monday they were confident that Iran was responsible for the hacking of the Trump campaign, and now suspect the Harris campaign was hacked as well. Both Harris and Trump are pushing to gain Polish-American voters, the reason being that they are key communities in swing states, like Michigan, Pennsylvania, and Wisconsin. 4 men have been sentenced to prison for breaching Capitol Police perimeters during the Capitol riot in January. They are facing 1 to 8 years for disorderly conduct and unlawful entry. The FBI is launching an investigation into Robert F. Kennedy Jr. over decade-old incident involving a dead whale head. Kennedy's daughter recalled in a 2012 interview that, quote, he got a chainsaw, cut off the whale's head, and strapped it to the roof of their minivan. Now let's hear from some campus voices.
Please do go out, please do vote. It's a civil liberty, it's a freedom we have in America, especially as a woman. Being able to vote is so big because it was literally just over 100 years that we were allowed to vote. And in some other countries, women are not allowed to vote. They're not allowed to have an education at all.
But I really think when it comes to social issues, I think we all need to come together and we all need to love one another. If you're gay, that's okay. If you're black, if you're brown, that's okay. That's how it should be. We are America. We all need to come together and be as one.
And that's your political roundup for the week. And coming up after the break, take a look into the local band scene here at Bonaventure.
When I was in foster care, I never knew when I would have to move, so I always had my suitcase ready to go. Then one day, I was adopted. My new parents opened their hearts and home to me. My parents cook my favorite breakfast for me every morning. My parents take me on trips I never thought I would go on. They gave me a home and an even better reason to use that suitcase. My parents aren't perfect, but they're perfect for me.
Did you know dragging chains can spark a wildfire?
Only you can prevent wildfires.
And welcome back to SBU-TV, where we're checking out The Necessities, a local band taking the St. Bonaventure scene by storm.
We're The Necessities.
Come on in.
Get ready to rock. Catch an inside look of St. Bonaventure's very own band, The Necessities.
I have been playing the drums for a while, and he had been playing the guitar for a little bit, and I saw some of his videos, and I reached out to him. I was like, hey, we should make a band. Like, hey, I really like your videos and all that stuff. And I was like, ooh, Essentials would be like a super cool name for a band. And I was like, that's like a little weird. What if we did like Necessities? And as soon as I said like Necessities, I was like, that's it.
This is an Alvarez acoustic. It was given to me by my dad. It's an electric. You can plug in on the bottom right here. It's got nice volume selectors and stuff like that, and a tuner. This is my go-to acoustic and honestly my go-to guitar. This one's called Lucy. It feels like butter when you make the switch from acoustic to electric. But yeah, love this Jazzmaster. I live for the Jazzmasters and the whammy bars.
I have all my CDs here. Been working on the collection for like probably 2 years now. I got a little mug over here. I can't keep calm, I'm a drummer. I got a Hannah Montana CD player. This was a karaoke machine I had when I was a kid.
This dynamic band is in the process of creating new music that promises to captivate and inspire. You can find The Necessities on Spotify, and don't miss out on a sneak peek of their hit song, Training Wheels, right here.
Yesterday fell and scraped his knee. I hope that won't happen to me. to worry on the way down the street.
From SBU-TV, I'm Riley Bell.
The Necessities, redefining rhythms one groovy track at a time. And the Indigenous Spirit Dancers presented Native American culture through dance in front of a packed Riley Center Tuesday night. The dance group, based throughout Cattaraugus County and the Seneca Nation, was founded over a decade ago by Marty Jimerson Jr. The dancers consist of members from various nations throughout the Haudenosaunee Confederacy and hope to spread the culture of Native American people with surrounding communities. Jimerson Jr. said the energetic style of dance is how the group expresses themselves. However, to Jimerson Jr., the dancers' dancing is more than just a performance in front of an audience.
I feel that it's really important. It's showing our culture of who we are. We're still here. Culture is a big way. It's our way of life. How we do things there.
The Indigenous Spirit Dancers are scheduled to perform at Buffalo Bandits home game in December for Native American Heritage Night. And that's all we have for you today on this Friday morning. Stay tuned for content posted throughout this week on all social platforms. I'm Sydney Labieski, and we hope you have a great and safe weekend.